We're at St Drustan's Church in Old Deer and an evening with Marc MacIntosh, an auctioneer with Aberdeen and Northern Marts. For anybody out there who doesn't know what an auctioneer is, Marc, could you explain what the role of an auctioneer at the Mart is?
The role of an auctioneer at the Mart is matching sellers and buyers together, putting a price on a stock, different livestock items, antiques, who's willing to pay the most and what they're worth on the day.
Lovely. Marc, where are you based at?
I'm based at, I stay at Peterhead. Where I work is in Maroory, Thainson Mart in Maroory, Aberdeen and Northern Marts. I'm at Thainson most Thursdays and Fridays are main sale days. And then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm out canvassing the Buchan area for stock for sale for that sale days.
Marc, we're sitting here in Old Deer just now, but along the road there would have been the Mart at Mart. Marc, do you remember anything about the Mart at Mart?
I do. I remember when I was a little lad at school. I hated school. I used to skive on a Wednesday. That was a sale day on a Wednesday. I used to go up most Wednesdays. My parents and my granddad used to sell stock at Mart, and I used to go up to Mart and the livestock lorry to see them sell to my granddad or my dad or mum come up to collect me after the sale was finished. I have great memories of that. And always since then, going up there, I just always wanted to be an auctioneer. And eventually, when I left school, I got a job there, at Thainson, and worked at Mart on a Wednesday, and got a lot of education. Got to know a lot of folk, a lot of farmers, local folk there, and just love the folk in the Mart area, the Buchan area. It's where I'm working today, and a great place to be. And I miss Mart. It was closed in 2001, time of foot and mouth, should I say. But no, I still, as I say, still work in the area, Mart area, and the best place to be.
Marc, what is the qualities that's needed for a good auctioneer?
Qualities for a good auctioneer is to be very approachable, speak the same lingo as the folk in your area, get to know them, listen to them, don't speak too much, let them speak to you, get to know them, know how to handle them, and they'll think more of you. That's the most important thing about being an auctioneer, is know your people, and get involved with them. Just a lot of them, over the years, you make great friends. You'll lose a lot of friends with death, and a lot of the older people, older generations, and you get close to a lot of them. And that's just my job and what I like doing.
Marc, you've got to be able to speak quick, haven't you?
Not necessarily. If it's a good flying trade, price is high, you tend to do it faster. If the trade's stiff, you slow down. Different items, like nowadays you sell like furniture, you're an iBidder, you've got electronic sales, and you're waiting for bids to come in through a computer from remote areas. It slows the sale right down. I would say it's not that sales. It's not the auctioneer that's in charge, it's the technology and the bidding. But when the livestock sale, when there's no computers, it's the auctioneer that sets the pace. And that's the way of it.
Marc, one of your loves, I think, is being an auctioneer at a rope.
Yep.
What's that like, Marc?
I love ropes. I like a rake and all this stuff. The preparation for a rope, getting all this stuff ready, painting on numbers, getting to know a history about a lot of this stuff, and leading up to a rope, and advertising, getting to know your people. It's having a rope. It's pretty sentimental. And you get attached to your folk, a rope, a buzz. Everybody loves a rope. You don't need any fancy microphones or nothing, you're just yourself. And just the atmosphere just keeps you high, on a roll.
On a roll. Marc, it's dawned on me, nobody who's listening to this will care what a rope is. What's a rope?
A rope is somebody, it's a farm that's been sold. gone on to somebody else, and so their items are usually a lifetime collection. Their stuff, again, their implements, their stock, bits and pieces of my house, just their tools they've worked with over the years. You get all like horse ploughs and the very early stages of your farm implements to some big combines worth hundreds of thousands, and just it's great if it can be put in front of you. You just learn price discoveries, I've been told, as well, and get to know your people, and it happens natural.
I know, and we're just thinking there, Mark, that there's more and more ropes nowadays. It's kind of the sign of the times.
Definitely, we're getting, well, my car just in the books just now. I've 7 routes planned, and there's a lot to come out just now. Sign of the times. A lot of the littler farms, well, if you look the Mart at a sale day, you see very few young people. So a lot of the older generations dying off, unfit, retiring to the villages, towns, and selling their farms. And a lot of the farms going next door to their neighbour to make their farm a bit bigger. It's pretty sad to see less and less farms, but bigger farms. That's where I see it going just now.
Do you think that's a good thing or not? It's a good thing?
Not a good thing at all. No, I like a lot of big farms, and whereas before there's heaps of little farms, all had 1 or 2 sheep, and just supported your local auction mart. And no, it's not a good thing. No.
I know, Mark, for mine is quite born and brought up in Augustin Slains on the coast road between Colliston and Croodenbay.
Yep, I know it. I've been there, a barbecue, and seen your family stock. A lot of years I've visited there. Right.
I know, and if I think about along that coast road, Mark, when I was a bairn, I could name every crafter, every little firm, every firm, and every family that lived in that craft or in that small firm or in that firm. There was a huge amount of folk in the countryside, and it wasn't just about farming; it was about a community of farming people that supported each other. And you know, is that kind of changing, Mark?
Yes, it is. It is, but I would say you're lucky as well, because where you come from, Slains, a lot of the originals is there. There are a few of them missing, but there's still a lot of the originals. I like the Slains area, a lot of Hamley kind of folk, and a great stock country, and produce top class stock around that area. And I like visiting them and seeing what they've got to say. But no, I would say you're one of the lucky ones. But no, definitely there's a lot of people missing. Some characters from that area, of all the areas, we're losing into this bigger scale.
Mark, do you think that we're maybe ploughing ahead too fast and putting the old ways of looking after the land and the livestock behind us slightly?
Yes, I would say so. What you tend to find in the old-fashioned farmers, 100 acre or whatever, they used to spend a lot of time on drains and fencing, and just perfectionists really. And for you find now the bigger farms, there's a burst drain along over the top of it, around the side of it, neglecting a lot of good farmland. And a lot of them is more arable now, and less stock being kept. Not a good thing. And also animal welfare. Aberdeen just had a few stock and looked after them. Maybe a lot of their cows had names tied up in a byre, but now they're big scale and just numbers. But maybe it's us it's wrong, but no, it's not the same. It's more bigger, mechanical, bigger scale farming nowadays, I would say.
We're just speaking there, you know, about the way I mine it farming. You know, it wasn't just about farming. It just wasn't about the ground. It wasn't just about the livestock. It was about communities of people. You know, as we were saying earlier, that supported one another. That, you know, there was a way of life, Mark, and it fed the country, Mark.
Yep.
You know, will we see this way of life? Do you think it's slightly going away, but how can we maybe bring it back again, Mark?
It is going away. I see. I can follow what you're at. is going away, and I kind of see it coming back. The only bit I can see coming back in my life is merely your native breeds, like I'm cattle and sheep daft, and more your native breeds is coming back in, like your Angus and your Shorthorn, getting a premium for them. That's what a housewife wants. Your bigger breeds, which is my favourite really, is like your Charlies and Limousines are too big. But it's a modern breed, but it is changing. It is changing.
Eating habits, are eating habits changing, Mark?
Eating habits, yes, a lot of this on the TV and that's scaring people, but there's not been so much. There's been more nowadays, more like burgers, I suppose, quick food, barbecues, and that cheaper meat. It's doing housewife wanting cheaper stuff, and setting the prices. I would say.
You know, Mark, when I think back on my dad's farming days and my grandfather's farming days, you know, you think about the healthy way that livestock were brought up. Basically, my dad and my grandfather and the farmers like them, they grew in their own fields that they ploughed and they sowed. They grew their own food for the beasts, for the cattle and the sheep to eat. There's no additives, Mark.
No, that's right. But then, back in the day, their beasts, and they'd keep it till they were 4 or 5 year old. Nowadays, your prime cattle's away for 30 months. Higher protein feed. Like before, I used to tie them up in the byre and give them a sup of corn, some barley and neeps, but no, it doesn't work for the modern breeds. But that's back again to your traditional breeds again, and a lot of different proteins seem to be bought in, and maybe that's why it's not making so much money. You can and buying expensive feed and fertilizer, proteins and other stuff. Just a sign of the times. Sign bigger scale. Folk hasn't got time to carry skulls and heaps anymore. It's a tractor and ad lib barley and growing their own proteins that are dark grains, whatever, and it's all cost.
It's the way of the world.
Yes,
today,
it
Mark.
it is.
But you know, if I think back of my younger days, Mark, when I'm one of 5, right, and our aim in life really was just to go out and help our dad in the farm. Right. We were out in the parks, we saw the seasons, if it was growing in the parks, we knew the seasons if my dad was growing. Everything he was growing in the parks, that was fed to the cattle. They were very healthy.
Yes.
Very healthy cattle and sheep. They were happy sheep. My dad killed every one of them, Mark. It was a way of life that I just loved, I adored. You know, Mark, hopefully it'll all come back again.
Aye, but just folk hasn't got the time. Folks too busy, bigger acres. When I got time to cast sheep names, and it's probably in the past, to be quite honest. It's a bigger scale. It's not profitable to keep a few sheep in your back garden. It's bigger scale, and it's a shame. It's a shame. But the livestock today, they have the best life as well. High standards with all your farm assurance schemes to go in. Your red tractor labels and Marks and Spencer's approved, hung through hoops, paperwork, identification. It's a lot of work. You haven't got time to spend with your livestock so much because you've got all the up-to-date paperwork and regulations to meet all the standards, which is maybe not a bad thing because it gives the housewife a reassurance of the quality product that we produce.
Well, Mark, it's certainly, I wouldn't swap that days for anything, Mark. It's who I am today, and I thanks to my, folk like my dad and their forefathers that kept on the farming tradition. And
they've made it what it is today, definitely. Brought a land up to standard and took it out for moss, and it's a really good to see. It's paying off now, but it's pretty there and here to see it. Okay, doc.